Hello, my friends. This is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first time visitor, welcome and thank you. I thought I would share with you my process for transforming this ugly little hat that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I actually picked up a pack of 5. Here you go, pack of 5 for $1. Now, yeah, it's not the cutest, but I love the size. And I saw past the ugliness, my friends, because when I saw this, yeah, my initial thought was like, my God, what an ugly little purple hat. But then quickly followed by, ooh, but I can make some really cute hats using that same little hat. So I transformed this ugly little purple hat into this hat. I absolutely adore the way that it turned out, and it is most definitely a proper little tea hat. So that's one of the hats that I made, and here's another. So this one in my hand right now, this one is a little more shabby chic inspired. Okay. Shabby chic inspired. This one is a little more I think kind of like Victorian chic inspired maybe. But I had a lot of fun making them, and I thought I would share with you the process. So the first thing you need is you need a little hat, or I suppose if you wanted to, you can make your own little hat. In fact, there's an awesome little tutorial that I recently watched, and I will link it down below. It is by Carmen, who is Elemental Designs. She did a tutorial on making some paper top hats. I will link that below so that you can check that out. So you'll need a hat, you'll need some hot glue, you'll need some ribbon, and the ribbon that I got is just Dollar Tree ribbon, and I cut it in strips of 6.5 to 7 inches. I forget if this was 6.5 or 7, but for some of the hats I use 6.5. For some of them I use 7. 7's a little long. I was experimenting. 6.5 works best. So I cut a bunch of my Dollar Tree ribbon into these little strips. You'll need some embellishments. I'm using just these little flowers with the little bling in the center. I also have a few feathers. I have a couple of brads that I'm going to use to kind of cover up the hot glue from the feathers being adhered to the hat. I don't like to see that. And you'll need some Mod Podge. That's what I used. I also used some gesso, and I used some tissue paper. So first thing I did with the hat is I removed the staples, and I removed this elastic cord and trashed it because you don't need it. Then I covered the hat in gesso, outside and inside, because I wanted to make it pretty on both sides. No matter what side you looked at it, I wanted it to look pretty. And I have to tell you, it took 2 layers of gesso because this purple kept bleeding through the gesso. That is a fierce purple. It did not want to go away. But I finally got it covered up in gesso. Then what I did was I used, you can kind of see the gesso here a little bit. What I did was I used some tissue paper, and this was some Tim Holtz paper, and I covered the entire hat inside and out with strips of the tissue paper, and I use Mod Podge. I mean, basic, straight up Mod Podge. I have had this Mod Podge in my stash for years. I was doubtful it would work, but it worked just fine. And as I said, I covered it inside and out. And it didn't have to be perfect because I knew, for example, the top side I would cover it with ribbon, and the brim of the hat I would cover with some kind of embellishment. So you're probably asking, if you're going to cover it in ribbon, why would you bother with the gesso? Why would you bother with the tissue paper? Because I'm a perfectionist. That's why, my friends. My feel on it is, I was afraid if the ribbon didn't cover every teeny tiny little section of the hat, if the embellishments didn't cover every little teeny tiny section of the hat. If there was any possibility that any part of the base, the hat, was going to peek out or be seen, I wanted it to be pretty, because ain't no point putting on pretty clothes if you don't have a little pretty foundation to go with it, right? So I wanted the hat to look pretty no matter which way you looked at it. And I didn't want to risk any of that purple or that glitter peeking through. So you decide how you want to do it. I went all the way. I was all in. Gesso, followed by the tissue paper and Mod Podge. Okay, so that's what I did. I let that dry overnight. Then, using my hot glue gun, what I did was I took these strips of ribbon and I hot glued them onto the hat. And I basically did this continuously around the whole hat. And that's where we're going to pick up the process. Let me share something with you. I've always had a hot glue gun. I use hot glue guns, but I don't use them all that often. And recently I've been using my hot glue gun a lot, and I have been burning myself quite severely. So look what I found. Little protectors that I am going to wear to protect my fingers. Now, you have to be careful with your hot glue. Even when I'm applying the hot glue, I can feel the heat going from one side of the hat to the other. That's how thin this is. And ultimately, at the end of the day, this is a plastic hat. So while it will, it did do well with all the hot glue, you don't want to put your hot glue gun in direct contact with your hat, because you're going to melt your hat. We don't want that to happen. So let me show you. Now, this is the third hat I'm making, and each time I applied these strips, I did it differently, and sometimes it turned out at the end result was fine, but the process along the way, it starts out looking pretty ugly. But then you go ahead, and once all the ribbon is on, it looks fine. So I apply them with no rhyme or reason, except that I just make sure it goes across the hat from one side to the other. And I keep doing that until the entire hat is covered. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and adhere. Yeah, I mean, not one to craft with a hot glue gun on a regular basis. But as I said, I've been doing that more lately. And definitely got tired of the burns. I mean, some pretty bad burns. Yeah, I think this ribbon I cut to 7, which I ultimately determined 7 was a little too long. 6.5 was fine. It didn't bother me so much that I cut so much extra ribbon, because I got it from the Dollar Tree. So it was okay. So as you can see, I just pick a spot on the hat and go from there. Okay, I go from there. I'm sure you'll find a method that works for you. You'll find a method that maybe use a pretty little pattern. But this is the one that works for me. I'm less worried about the pattern of the strips of ribbon and more concerned with making sure that the hat is covered up. So, hope everyone is having an awesome day. I have been keeping myself pretty busy with work and with crafting. I am currently participating in a hop. And if you want to know more about that hop, definitely check out the videos that I have been posting. This week is week 1 of the hop. It is a Shabby Chic theme hop. And at first, I was a little freaked out about that, because Shabby Chic is not my style. But I am finding that I am having a blast. So, and I'm learning a lot about a style of crafting that normally not my thing. Also got to meet some new amazing crafters here which is always inspiring. So let's see, that's what I have so far. You see that? Okay, so we're going to continue doing this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that one next. So as you can see, I don't have any real rhyme or reason on the order that I'm attaching the ribbon, except I just want to make sure that things are getting covered. So maybe we'll bring that one across. Where would we bring this one? Let's bring it there. Let's see. Maybe here. Yeah, that works. We'll put it there. So I want to thank everyone who's been supporting my channel. I truly, truly do appreciate it. I've managed to creep up to well over 4,000 subscribers, which is awesome, and certainly not anything that I ever expected. Yeah, see, I kind of started that one a little low, didn't I? I don't know what happened there. That's okay. We'll cover it up with a flower. There's no sin a flower can't cover up. Yeah, 4,000 subscribers. Over 4,000. I think I'm almost at 4,200. I am planning a giveaway to celebrate that. Maybe hope to launch it soon. I want to focus on the hop that I'm doing right now, and also finish up a couple of other projects and let things kind of ease up a little bit at work before I start a giveaway. Because once I start it, I tend to get very busy with those giveaways, and I want to be able to focus on it. So let's see. Let's go here. So as you can see, super easy. All I'm doing is going through and covering up as much as the hat as I can. And this was such a fun project, and at the end of the day you have these really cute hats, and what you can do, they are mini hats. I mean, you can use them if you have a little girl who has an American Girl doll. These would be fun if you have like a tea-themed birthday party coming up. These would be fun to make for that. Let's cover up here. What a fun little party favor these would make. And you get 5 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So, I mean, good price. And if you can find them in a color other than purple, that would be ideal. I mean, it would have saved me so much work if I found these in like a white or just a lighter color, because that purple was just bleeding through my gesso and would not go away. Not that I don't like the color purple, but I wasn't feeling that purple for this particular project. I wanted something a little more delicate, a little more feminine. Not that purple's not feminine, but just something a little more delicate, a more delicate color. Something that, you know, kind of, when you see that color, it reminds you of a tea party. So that's what we have so far. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I think a couple more and we can call it done. So I have been super motivated lately to take a lot of the ideas that I've had stuck in my head for a little bit and craft them out, get it done. Let's see, where are we going to put, let's put this one there. Get them done. So I've been filming quite a few videos. They have already been uploaded and scheduled, so I have a few projects coming up that I think you will enjoy. Let's see, how are we looking? Not bad. I think it's all covered up. What do you think? You know what? Let's go ahead and fix this. I have some extra ribbon. Might as well. The OCD in me won't let that stand. There we go. So we'll bring this across that way. And then we will call it done. So you don't have to obviously use just one solid color for your ribbons. If you have a stash of ribbons, you can do a rainbow order. You can actually just, if you have a really pretty, what do they call that, tissue paper, you can just Mod Podge the paper on it and not even do the ribbon and call it a day. So there is the hat. Let's go ahead, pop off these little protectors. I'm going to take my scissors and trim away some of this extra because, yeah, this is the ribbon I cut at 7 inches per strip, and I think you don't need the 7. 6.5. 6.5 will definitely do it. But this is an easy fix. So let's go ahead, cut off some of these extras. Cut, cut, cut. And right here we'll cut. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to crafting. I try not to be. I do. I try, but there we have it. Doesn't that look beautiful? So then the next step is just to, this one's an easy one, right? You take these flowers or whatever embellishment you have. I'm using these flowers. I don't even know what material it's made of. It has this pink, I don't know, super soft material on it with some pearls and some bling. I think I picked these up on Amazon. Are these Amazon? It's either Amazon or AliExpress. So, so as you can see, I put a little glue on the back and just adhered them to the brim of the hat, and you see how it just covers all of that up. It covers it all up, and you have this stunning little hat. So I was trying not to get my finger in that. And I took the hats pretty close together just to give it a little more fluff, a fluff factor. So we're going to continue repeating this process for the entire brim. These are so cute. What you can also do with these is you can get headbands and put them on a headband. You could hot glue them or maybe sew them onto headbands, and everyone could wear these cute little mini hats as a costume or in place of a birthday hat. I mean, how cute. I love it. Very pretty. I don't know that I have enough of these flowers on my desk, but that's okay because I have the package across from me and I can reach for it. But so far these are working beautifully. Love it. Really cute. I mean, how many times have we walked into a Dollar Tree and been inspired by something we see there? I don't know about you, but it happens to me quite regularly. And so I have a long list of projects that I want to complete using Dollar Tree items. So forgive the crinkling. I have to reach for another one of these little pink flowers, because I'm just short. I'll pull out 2 just in case, but I think what'll do it. I walk into the Dollar Tree, I see these items, and I get so inspired to transform them into something completely different or even unexpected. I still haven't shown you guys my process for making my Dollar Tree angels. But that is the hat. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. So then what you can do, I have these feathers, okay? So I am going to cut them, and I'm going to hot glue them on here as well. So I'm not sure exactly how short I need to cut them. So for now, I'm going to leave probably a little longer size or length than I need. Figure out what you want to be the front of your hat. I'm going to say that's about the front. And I figure maybe, let's see, no, I want it to go maybe around there. So the way I adhered them on is, yeah, I definitely want to shorten this a little bit more. Is I'm going to, and I'm going to put on my little protector for this because I'm going to have to press where the glue is. What did I just do with that feather? Here it is. It's the front of my hat. Abouts. I'm going to dip the end of the stick in some hot glue and stick it around there. I'm not even going to overthink this step. I'm just going to do it because something as simple as this I can definitely overthink. And I know that doesn't look pretty right now, but we're going to cover that up. We will cover that up. So here's another one. I always, when I attach feathers, attach them in 3s, groups of 3. And I'm not sure why, but group of 3s work for me. I don't know. All of us have crafty habits that make sense to no one but ourselves. This is one of my little crafty habits. When I adhere in groups of 3. So that looks really pretty so far. I think one more. We need one more. We need one more. Wow, this feather's looking a little mangled, but that's okay. We're not all perfect. And I think I will adhere this little dude right there. Little hot glue. Let's go ahead and stick this there. That's pretty. What you can do too is if you have some pink pearls, you want to pick up some of that pink pearl accents in the little flowers. You can adhere little pink pearls onto each of the feathers, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I love it just like that. So there's this little ugliness situation we got going here. We're going to cover that up using a brad. So I have these brads that have been in my stash for a little bit, and these are by Bo Bunny. I've had these in my stash for a little bit. Now, if you want, I suppose you can try to poke a hole. I'm just trying to decide which brad I like. I think this one covers up more, so we're going to go with this one. You can poke a hole in the hat and run your brad in that way, or you can just remove this little brad part in the back. I use a pair of pliers, and I just basically twist it off. And then I just fold back any little sharp edges. I don't want anything sharp. Okay. And same here, we're going to cut this. You can even cut it if you have some sharp cutters. You can cut it off too. maybe. There it is. And press that back so you don't have anything sharp that can poke anyone, especially if you're going to be using these as favors at a party. So a little bit of hot glue on the back of this. And then I don't think it really matters. Maybe. If it's upside down, it's upside down. I'll adhere it on there. Hold that for a little bit. There we go. I don't know if I glue that on upside down or what. Hey, but there, if I don't know, you don't know. So I did it correctly. That's my position. And I'm sticking with it. There we go. So there, a completed hat. Isn't it absolutely adorable? Okay, so this one might be my favorite one so far. How fun would it be to wear these or have them at a party, as a favor, as a table decoration? And you can, the best thing about this, any style, any color you want. So there you have it, my friends. Super simple little project. All you need are these little Dollar Tree hats, some ribbon, whatever embellishments you may have. It's a good way to use up stash. That's definitely been my goal lately. And you can transform these into something as gorgeous as this. Thank you so much, my friends, for hanging out with me. I truly do appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. I hope you will continue to visit and support me. I truly do appreciate it. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be awesome. If you are visiting me for the first time and you haven't subscribed, if you like what you see, subscribe, come back and visit me. I would love it. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.